need you to see my shirt first. How cool is this? It says, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about how you can decorate your apartment on a budget. So I actually have a video that I believe I made last year that I will link down below, where you can watch more of like an in-depth, detailed way of how I actually decorate my apartment. It doesn't change too much year to year. I tend to be kind of boring and tend to keep things similar. The first step I want to give you is to recycle the stuff that you have. So don't throw things away. I mean, if they're broken and like just really bad already, in like terrible condition, of course, like throw it away, or maybe even find a way to upcycle it. You never know. It depends on what the thing is. So there's tons of ways that you can upcycle different things, such as jars, like boxes, and just containers in general are typically a pretty good way to upcycle things and turn them into whatever the heck you want. So for example, Liz made this. Now, if you know where this is from, amazing. Comment down below where you know where it's from. But this was super easy, and it's so cute because this bottle is actually from a vanilla extract that we had that we just finished and rinsed it out. She printed this little, not sticker, but just like, it's literally just a printout of a llama, and then she just taped it onto this bottle, and now it's part of our little decor. Number two, if you want to keep things a little more exciting, buy like one, maybe two new things every year, depending on what your budget allows, if it allows for any of that. For this year, I bought just two things. One was an oven mitt, and the other one was this candle, and it like actually lights up if you just have to like switch the little switch on it. I'll show you. So it's just like this cool candle, has a little skeleton hand on it, and then you just boop, and it lights up. So it looks really cool at night, especially with like this whole Halloween section that we have. Number three, if you do buy something, try to make sure it's a decent quality so that you can use it year after year after year. Or if you buy something that comes like in a battery pack, make sure it's like either like a rechargeable battery or like where you actually can like purchase regular batteries to put in. Don't buy anything super duper fancy schmancy if you can't afford it to replace like the batteries if it has like lights or anything. That I know sometimes batteries or like the boxes that it comes with can be a bit pricey to replace, or they just aren't replaceable, and then it's kind of like maybe the whole point of it is to light up and now it doesn't, so now you're just going to be tossing it. Number four, find creative uses from your day-to-day things. We've had these bottles for years upon years that we got at Michael's. Really nice bottles. I mean, like there's different colors, they're different shapes. So it's super cool, and you can also reuse these throughout the year for other occasions. Also, this is actually like a scarf, but it's black, it has skulls, so Liz put it here for our Halloween touch, and it just works. So try to be creative with what you already have. It doesn't have to be super crazy, lavish, or expensive. I also have a sign that is hanging over here. It's like the spooky sign. It wasn't painted. It was just a plain blank like wooden sign, and it was cheaper than the ones that were already painted because it wasn't painted. And I already knew I had a ton of acrylic paint at home, and I'm like, sorry, my neighbor. So I knew I could just paint it myself. Now, it was time consuming, yes, but it was cheaper, and I actually enjoyed painting it. Like that was like an activity that I enjoyed doing. So for me, it was like a 2-for-1 deal. It was cheaper, and I got to have it be like a project of some sort. Also, you can buy a lot of Halloween stuff from the previous year. So like once this whole Halloween of this year ends, Target and like Home Goods and all those places are gonna have them on sale, on clearance, on something. So definitely take a look. As soon as Halloween's over, literally like you can just go the next day and things will be like slashed in price that you can then use for next year's decor. So that is tip number 5. Also, be creative with your space. So most of our stuff is in the living room, but you can also add little touches here and there. For example, in the bathroom, I have a little new soap thing. It's a ghost. We named him Boo. And so that's like the one decor thing that's in the bathroom. And in the kitchen, we have 2 different signs about like pumpkin or pumpkin spice or whatnot. So we have that there. And I also have kind of like the little flowers with the squirrel and like the pumpkins on the table, which I've had that for years and years also. Little tip, buy like fake flowers. I bought those last year at Michael's and they were also like half off, and then I just wrap them nicely and just keep them until next year and then whip them out, and there you go, you have flowers again. Also, if you have like little colorful hand towels or display towels, that can amp up your kitchen space as well. And I bought like these really cute pumpkin lights that I put across like where the TV is that run on batteries, and then I had another one and I put it on our new bookshelf. So that's kind of a new thing that we changed, is I added lights to the bookshelf. Still don't have batteries for that one yet, but I'm in process of getting that. Wow, I feel like I just talked a million miles a minute. So just remember that any sort of little pieces that you add into your home, anything that makes you feel happy and that brings you into that holiday spirit is enough. You know, it doesn't have to be anything crazy and lavish. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it. There are plenty of different places that you can go to look for things, as I've mentioned before. I hope this little video brought you some inspiration and motivation and puts you into the holiday spirit like it has with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.